Hi, I'm Dr. Deb Hecker, and I would like to talk with you today very briefly about what I believe is the most powerful stumbling block to moving beyond your divorce into a new life. And in a single word, that is blame, capital B. It is so easy to point a finger at your ex or your soon to be ex and list all of the things that they may have done that contributed to the downfall of your marriage. And you know what? You might be 100% right. I know in my particular case, I experienced my marriage like something I would read about in the National Enquirer on a supermarket line. I mean, I had just moved to a new city for my husband's job. I had no notion that divorce was even in his mind. And one day, out of the blue, he just said, I have a commitment to another woman. And before I knew it, I was going to divorce court. And there was a child, a new child. So for sure, that was great material for the tabloids. And I can assure you it was extremely easy for me to keep blaming him. But you know what? I realized that the more that I did that, the longer it took me to heal until I finally realized, which I want to tell you, that even though there are two sides to every story, there's your side and there's your spouse's side. The reality is that both of you are responsible for the demise of the marriage. Unfortunately, there are few people who are really prepared to accept responsibility for their role. I mean, seriously, when was the last time somebody said to you, a good part of the reason why my marriage fell apart was because I was too selfish to pay attention to my spouse? Or something along the lines of once the children were born, I just didn't really have any more time. You don't hear that. It doesn't happen. So let me give you two simple reasons why you need to take honest responsibility for your actions. The first is to get closure. In order for you to get closure on your marriage and your divorce, not owning up to your role is going to place you in a victim role. Closure on your divorce, however, is going to liberate you and give you freedom to move on. The second reason is baggage. If you don't take responsibility for your part in the split, what makes you think that you can get into another relationship? I mean, in my view, you have no business getting into another relationship because if you don't learn and grow from your experience, you're going to carry that same baggage into your next relationship. And we know what happened with the first one. So, in my opinion, very simply, this is the number one reason, blaming your partner, the number one reason why second and third marriages, the divorce rate is even higher than it is for first and second. So, stay tuned for my next video where I'm going to talk a little bit about exactly how you can take responsibility for your marriage breakdown.